Hello, this is Angie with the ConsumerCrafts.net, and I'm here today with a great gift in a jar for anyone you know that's creative. And I made a fun printable tag. It says "You are so creative," and then it's in this great pink jar with a metallic gold top with a little sewing machine. So this is part of a series of Hangouts on Air, sponsored by Consumer Crafts, and they're all going to be crafts that can be made in 10 minutes or less. So this is a really quick project. So be sure to check out all those on craftyhangouts.com. So real quick, how to make this, and it's so simple. All right, so you're going to need the jar, which you can get from ConsumerCrafts.com, and it's already pink, which is gorgeous. They have a few other colors if you don't enjoy the pink. And a wide mouth mason jar lid fits it perfectly. So we're going to need one of those. And then they also have a great selection of miniatures, and this is just a miniature sewing machine that you can get off ConsumerCrafts.com. And I'm just going to open the package. And as you can see, so it's black right now, but we're going to fix that. So first of all, I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I want to secure the band to the lid of the mason jar. So if you'll just put a bead of glue around the inside of this lid. And you really just need a little bit. If I can not burn myself, that would be great. Okay. And we're just going to secure the two together. Hold it for just a second. If there are any, I got just a little excess glue. I actually have these fingers that won't allow me to burn myself, but just use something to get those off, or wait till it dries. I don't have time for that. Wait till it dries and just get any excess off the edges. And then we're just going to take a miniature sewing machine, and it has 4 little legs, and I'm going to put a dot of glue on each leg, and we're going to glue it to the center of this mason jar lid. So hot glue machine. So now we need to paint this metallic gold. The best way to spray paint this mason jar lid is actually spray paint. And ConsumerCrafts.com doesn't carry spray paint, so grab the spray paint of your choice. I use this plutonium spray paint in gold. This dries really fast, and since it's been crazy weather and we had snow the other week in Tennessee, I actually use this so I could just paint it really quick and run it back inside. So just spray paint the lid, and then of course you will have a lid like this. So we need to wrap some ribbon around it. And ConsumerCrafts.com has this great David Tutera ribbon in aqua. So just wrap that around. And again, use a tag. It says "You are so creative." And I'm going to have a free printable for this on the ConsumerCrafts.net. So be sure to print those off. I just print them on white cardstock, cut them to size, and punched a hole. Wrap that around. And then we need to fill the jar. So a few things for people that like sewing. You can pop some fabric in there. There's some fabric selections on ConsumerCrafts.com, just like a fat quarter or a jelly roll or something like that, just a little fabric on the inside. And then they have this great sewing kit. It has everything you need for a person that's beginning to sew, or a fun gift for someone that has been sewing for a while and just maybe needs a few supplies. So all this comes in a kit. And I just open the kit and put it down into the jar with that fabric. So tons and tons of stuff. And then there's also this wheel that has pins on it. And it takes a little bit, but it will fit in the jar. So just sort of work that in. And then pop all this stuff into the jar. And this is a great gift for mom. Say Mother's Day, if mom loves to sew, make up this quick gift in a jar and give it to her for Mother's Day, or just anyone else, best friend that loves to sew. And then they can use this jar, they can empty it, use what's inside, and use this jar in their sewing room to store anything that they need storage for. And it'll just be a cute jar with a sewing machine on top. So thank you for joining me today. And again, you can find more crafts in under 10 minutes on craftyhangouts.com. And that will be week after next when those will start. Blue strings everywhere. And you can find more about this along with the printable tag on the countrysheetcottage.net. And again, that will go up week after next. And thank you for joining me today. Again, join me at thecountrysheetcottage.net anytime. Thanks. Bye.